Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here to bring you a weekly message for anyone who is a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or if you just have Earth in your chart, this may resonate. I'm doing it for the week of March 16th through to the 22nd. Even though I'm putting a date on it, though, keep in mind time is fluid, so if you encounter this message before or after that week, it still may resonate. Take what you feel is for you, disregard the rest, and know that no matter what messages come through the cards or through spirit today, it's still up to you and your active free will, your grassroots evolution, the choices you make, the steps you take, and how you get your fulfillment in this world. And that's personal power, my friends. So for all my subscribers and anyone returning, thank you so much for being here. You guys mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. And if you feel like this has resonated, it touched your soul in some way, please feel free and subscribe. Join the journey with me. Help me build this and let me encounter your energy more often. It would be awesome to have you along the ride. Before I get started on the cards today, I'm going to ask Spirit to join us, Archangel Michael and Metatron, specifically to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who would ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible for the most far-reaching of messages, as well as delivering only messages for the highest good of those of us watching. And I would suggest, if you guys are calling in your angels or guides, to ask the same, that they're here for the highest good, no second-rate messages, in a way that you can understand. I'm also going to ask my team of light to jump in and join me. I am going to start off with a message from the Native American Oracle here, and this is what it looks like as an overarching energy, just to kind of be aware of for this week ahead. So Spirit, for Earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, I'm going to put those back, and ask for one message for Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, please. For Earth signs for the week of March 16th through to the 22nd. Thank you. And you get the bear, which is about hibernation, but it is also about, if you see these mirrors, being able to see clearly, look in the mirror clearly, as well as this is about strength and wilderness. And what I heard is being discerning, being a master of your own worlds, a master of your universe, as well as it could be it's time to come out of hibernation. There's a lot of self-inflection here. There's a lot of self-reflection as well. And what I feel is with this strength, this is also about being immovable in your stance for what you know is right as well. I'm going to ask one more message with that. Please, Spirit, can you explain the bear? Thank you. So, two things. One, you get, this is the corn maiden. And in a lot of mythologies, she created the corn by rubbing herself, and one small little seed came out. And as we planted, it grew and grew and grew. So the corn maiden as well is a lot about fertility, a lot about growth, gestation. Is she the corn maiden? Yeah, I think so. Let me just check. We're 18. Yeah. So it says about the corn maiden with this, that she is the Mother Earth and the mother of all plants. It is said that, she produced corn by rubbing her body, a practice that some found disgusting. In some myths she is put to death, and even in some she escapes the heavens, to the heavens. In both, before her death, she provides instructions and seeds to ensure the continued production of corn. She is, of course, associated with corn, which is maize, which provides for the strength and the continuity of humans. The corn mother is often shown with a sleeping child in her arms. In a labyrinth, her partner, the sun god, is depicted in a cross. One of the things that this suggests is patience, gentleness, forgiveness, and sacrifice are sometimes necessary to bring something from seed to life. The key words here is fertility, creativity, birth, gentleness, patience, abundance, nourishment, and well-being, and sacrifice. So the beginning of a situation or a season. We are, throughout this week, also welcoming in spring. So time to come out of hibernation, time of fertility, and a starting of things. And the other card that we get here is a feather, about communication, about understanding, about quick insights. I feel like this is also peace with this feather, holding on to it and really honoring in. This is a new time, a new season of peace. But knowing that however we create, whatever we do, it's time to start planting seeds for our future, and doing this with the wisdom of the bear, doing this with the firm grasp and understanding of who we truly are. And I will look that up for you as well. The bear is in number 10 as well, like a cycle fully completed. They also discuss instinct, dreams, reflection, inner knowing, strength, nurturing, protection with the bear, and really, really nurturing the things that you have started, really nurturing our children, nurturing the earth around us. This could even be a real understanding that it's time to nurture the earth and the world around us, to get in touch with wild creatures, wild animals, maybe not necessarily physically, but understand that the habitat and the lives that they have are just as interconnected to our life as it is for them. So when we have deforestation and things like that, or loss of habitat for these animals, then they're going to start encroaching into the populated areas, right? The more we nurture places for the wild to live, the wild to remain free, the more we're honoring this spirit as well of the Mother Earth, and planting seeds of wealth and abundance that are leading into the future, as well as new understandings that this kind of thing is going to create a new way of thinking. This could also be the way that we're talking to people. We want to be sure of ourselves and stand in firm, but having taken the time in our hibernation to look at and think about who am I? What am I nurturing? What are the things that I will protect? As well as there's a huge, huge feeling of needing to get out into the wilderness and the wild unknown. Wherever the way may lead, whenever the way ahead is unclear, withdraw, attend to your spirit, and allow things to unfold. Definitely about introspection. The mirrors highlight the inner reflection, a need for quietness, a need for solitude, and to really think of, in this next coming spring and the next season ahead, and regardless if this is spring or if this is the season ahead, is just a new season, a new cycle for you, something with newfound clarity, something that we can communicate honestly, and having looked at ourselves, we're willing to nurture the places in us that need growth, and that can also stem out through our communication. We're going to explain ourselves or talk about things with people. So they're asking me for one more, and it came out here, which is the hawk. And this hawk is about a higher perspective. The hawk is able to fly really, really high up and swoop down when it sees its prey. This is the same thing as maybe potentially, this bear needs to stay in, get right with himself, and, see the true reflection in the mirror, introspection, and see what seeds they want to plant. And this is where it says, from a higher perspective, looking over, what is it that I want? What are the messages I need to learn from as well? And there's a timing associated with that, which is a number 5. April, the month of reawakening. So for some of you, this is really, really timing coming up, that when we come, whatever we start in March, we want to have enough foresight that whatever we start building in March, whatever seeds we start planting, whatever communication we have, whatever understandings we have, we may see it manifest in April, is one of the messages as well. So trying to come from a higher perspective and not short-sighted, but long range and long-term vision for your future and what do you think that needs to look like. And they want to show me number 7 at the bottom, and I think I want to show you the next one too because it's important, which is number 19 in the twin gods. Number 7 is the deer, right, and this moccasin. Looking at unconditional love. Looking at love for those around you. Let's see here. Just as unconditional love is complex, so too is the deer's gifts. In some creation myths, she is said to sacrifice life so that the world may come to life. The antlers are strong symbols of strength, power, and protection. Because they are shed and regrown every year, they also represent the cycles of life with a season for everything. Just a minute, guys. Okay, I'm back, guys. So, it represents cycles, but also symbolizes gentleness, both emotional and the idea of walking gently upon the earth. And that is where they want me to stop that part. But that it says the message is when strength is required, be strong. When forgiveness is required, forgive. Pay attention to what is needed and let that guide your actions. So this is also the month of June. For some of you as well, this is really knowing that your power can come gently. And like I was kind of getting to with, deforestation and destruction of habitat that's going to encroach on us, we want to walk gently on this earth. And we want to walk gently and honor the divine feminine on this earth. We want to honor the planet that we're on as well. And setting seeds of intention so that we walk, we leave nothing but our footstep, and that we try and reduce our carbon footprint as well. As well as when we're dealing with other people. When we're having communication, when we're having thoughts, discussions with people, we want to have this in balance. The twin gods can also be, dual spirit. They can represent many, many things. They could be, for some of this I view as twin soul partnerships as well. But what are these twin soul partnerships really? They're a divine mirror. They're a vessel, or these people, these relationships, they act as a vessel for us, a vessel for change, a vessel to look in that mirror, right? Face to face. What are the good, the bad, the ugly, the wonderful that we see in other people, and how can we help heal that within ourselves? And treading lightly with unconditional love, first and foremost, means that when we look at this duality, when we look at the mirror, when we look at ourselves, we're coming from a place of love. We're coming from a place of what I heard is warrior stance as well, though. And why I mean here warrior stance is willing to defend what is right, what is truthful as well. And with this, planting seeds of intention that we're going to walk softly on the earth, come to life with unconditional love and grace. And really, I think this is one of the things, is to see everyone in our path as every interaction we have can be a means to self-reflection. So if we have interactions or experiences that we don't like with other people, well, really analyze, why did this bother me? And moving forward, why did I take it personally? To remember that not everything that people say and do to you is about you. A lot of it's about them. And this is a huge time for introspection, but knowing that whatever seeds you plant with love, to keep a higher perspective on this as well, not to allow lower energetic forces to come in and to dominate the scene, is some of the messages that I have. But this as well, this is, like I said, June. So for some of you, coming into April, you're going to start to see some results for whatever motion has been put forward, whatever communication, whatever thoughts. And then for some of you as well, June is also the planting season, when we start to plant, right? May 24th weekend, we start to plant, and then June we start to see little sprouts coming up. And this could be as well, just if you're planting corn as well, do this with intention. Everything that we plant, we want to be long-sighted on, why are we doing this? So I'm also going to bring a message from the Guardian Tarot today. And one flipped over in here, and it is the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So the Nine of Swords up like this is a nightmare, right? Terrifying. They talk about a shattered reality where to get through you have to face the wolves. This in reverse is saying, you've faced your introspection. That's the wolves. Even though it's a bear, we're harder on ourselves than anyone will ever be on us. So this is saying, remove yourself from the fear-based mentality, remove yourself from your culture to see the truth and to see that this earth is flourishing. Thank you. And we have the Six of Wands. This is about victory. This is about removing ourselves from internal struggles and walking tall, as well as the blood moon behind that. That's really important as well. She has leaves on top of her crown, connected yet able to walk, not grounded and stuck in one spot, but able to move where she sees fit and walk away from issues that have caused heartbreak or turmoil or have just been truly a struggle. And we get the Justice card as well here, of starting to tip the scales of balance and to see things very clearly. Thank you. A couple more cards. We got the Moon. There may have been some stuff that's been hidden, and one of the best therapy or things you need to do is just howl at that moon. Talk to the moon. See what it has to say. Get in touch with the elemental forces of this earth as well. And we have the Eight of Swords, which is about getting to the heart of the matter. And this really could be the communication that needs to happen, is that there's been stuff that's hidden. There's been nightmares that need to be moved past here. And whatever you want, whatever outcome you would like to see, whatever it is that you're shooting for here, shoot for the moon, right? Aim high. And don't let fears hold you back. I also heard isolation as well. Try not to isolate yourself too much with despair. You know, take the time for the introspection and self-reflection that you need, but there is also, if this is with other people or within yourself, there's a real need to get to the heart of the matter, to bring justice to it, so there can be this moving on in a very, very grounded kind of way. And I'm being asked to take the top here, which is the Nine of Cups. If you look at this, this is wish fulfillment. What you want, your sights are on, and not feeling so outside of it. But there could be a lot of different crossroads to get to where you want, and it's going to take this whole season, and I feel like this is a really long-sighted, like you could be even into June for whatever starts now. We could start to see by June, you know, kind of like the fruits of your labor starting to blossom. That's what I have for you guys for this week. I hope you have a great week, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye now.